Hi guys and welcome back again to the Tech YouTube channel. We are continuing on with our overview of the AMD's graphics card models from the new Radeon 300 series, since this is a hot topic for the time being and there's a lot to cover. Next in line is the Asus R9 380 Strix edition model, which product box actually resembles a lot design-wise to the Asus R7 370 model, and that one we've just reviewed a couple of days ago. On the front you'll find that Strix branded Robo Owl and a big notion of 0 decibel noise cooler alongside of its 20% better efficiency, while on the back there's a more in-depth look of it, together with some other features implemented in this card and some basic specifications. Opening up the box, in this separate accessory box you'll get the usual user manual, optical disc with drivers and software, Strix sticker, and unfortunately that's pretty much it for the bundle, although we really tried to find more of it in the box, but ended up empty-handed. Last but not least, here's the graphics card itself. Asus DirectCU cooling technology in combination with the Strix related 0dB fan feature outputs a certain type of cooler design which can be seen almost throughout the whole line of Asus graphics card, and this model isn't any different. In comparison to the R7 370 for example, the R9 380 Strix model has a bit bigger cooler, supporting two larger 90mm fans and one more heat pipe, that one being the largest one, 10mm in diameter, while other two are 8mm. The cooler overhangs the PCB for a small portion, making the card a bit longer on the opposite end. The card still has the plastic shroud covering the aluminum block, carrying some unique Strix design cues and its logo on the top. One thing that is obviously different in comparison to its weaker brother is that the R9 380 model has a metal backplate. That is as always a very welcome bonus, being it either aesthetic or cooling performance wise. For powering up the graphics card we have just one PCI Express 8-pin power connector, while for video outputs there is a usual set of one DisplayPort, one HDMI, alongside of the DVI-I and DVI-D connectors. One thing which you can notice missing from this model is the crossfire connection points, and that fact is telling us that this R9 380 isn't a direct successor of the R9 280, but rather a step up from it, especially since we know that in this case it is based on an R9 285 series of GPU called Tonga, and it carries the AMD's GCN 1.2 architecture, which doesn't need a crossfire bridge for completing a multi-GPU setup. Other than that, it also means that this card is now even more powerful, coming from Radeon 300 series, since it brings higher GPU clock speeds, and also before all it comes with a lower starting launch price compared to its predecessor, being it either the R9 285 or the R9 280. Looking at the performance figures, this card handles 1080p resolution like it's nothing, and while it has a decent amount of horsepower for 1440p resolution, 2GB of VRAM just don't do it justice. In that case scenario, the 384-bit memory bus and 3GB of VRAM, which has the original R9 280, would probably do a bit better combined with the power of the R9 380. But fear not, as this is not the end of this story, as AMD announced that their partners will do 4GB models of this card, while our particular model for now comes only as a 2GB version. Cooler wise, everything was as expected, knowing the capabilities of the Strix cooler design and the thermal behavior of the R9 285 from before. In idle we were reaching temperatures around 33 to 36 degrees Celsius, which is very low considering it is passively cooled since the fans don't spin. For low temperatures you will see 74 to 76 degrees Celsius, while fans were in that case producing optimal noise in context of not bothering you while gaming, especially once you put everything into a chassis. Power consumption by our calculations was roughly around 200 to 220 watts under full load in firmware stress test, likely a bit lower in ordinary gaming scenario. Thank you once again guys for checking out our unboxing and review of the Asus R9 380 Strix graphics card. Feel free to give us a thumbs up if you liked this video, leave a comment down below if you have any questions about the product, and of course if you would like to see more content like this you can subscribe to our Tech YouTube channel, or you can check out our other videos from before.